So let's do a quick gear video. This is the gear that I came home with, and a few honorable mentions from the New Mexico section in Colorado. Everything's still pretty much intact from my CDT hike this summer. Let's dig in. So this is what I ended the trail with. We'll try to make this quick. Some marmot shell, pretty lightweight, good for wind and rain. Got a marmot sleeping bag, a phase 20, and says it's a 33-degree bag. I found it perfect, but I did sleep in clothes most of the time. This is the stuff I ended with. I had bear spray. I always had about 2 bags of electronics, 2 different batteries, a couple sets of headphones. I had a fanny pack I carried stuff in, Z-Pack's duplex tent. Cook kit, this is titanium, and I'll open that up in a minute. There's my backpack, the Osprey Stratos 50. I carried Crocs, which I don't normally do, but on long distance hikes I find them nice. I carried paper maps, there's Yellowstone, some paper and a pen to write with. Drop line, sail wad drop line shoes, which I went through 3 pairs from Silver City to Yellowstone. Black Diamond women's shock trekking poles. I had a little problem, but they did send me another pair for free, and I finished the section with these. They have the snow baskets on them. That was very helpful. This is an LL Bean down jacket. Loved it. Like 90 bucks for that. This is all my clothing. I'll do a whole nother segment on the clothing, but I carried my clothes in a fleece stuff sack that my mom made like 25 years ago. This piece of gear right here is the only one that's done the AT, PCT, and now the CDT. Have had that for a long time. So little items in my pack: toilet paper, a little Gold Bond powder, rope to hang my food, insect repellent, sunscreen, hand sanitizer, iodine tablets, a whole first aid kit, extra Tylenol, Swiss Army knife, earplugs, Petzl rechargeable headlamp, smart water bottle, Sawyer filter, Nalgene bottle, lightweight ditty bag for this stuff, net bag to dry socks in. And I think that's it. Now let's go look at the cook kit and the clothing. Let's look in the first aid kit really quick. I always carry a sewing kit. That came in handy a few times. Compass, I used it a couple times, but this is a real compass with a mirror in it. This is just normal first aid stuff. Vaseline, antibiotic ointment, fungal cream. It's probably more of a first aid kit than most people carry. Tape, but better to be safe than sorry with this stuff. So let's look at the cook kit. It's held together with a resistance band, so you could use this for exercising too. I didn't use it very much for that, a couple times, but usually had 1 bandana in there. There's 2 right now. Basically napkin, pot gripper, and it keeps this stuff from rattling too bad. Titanium spoon and fork set. This is an MSR pocket rocket stove, very small. And then the small fuel canister. That's it. Had one hot meal a day. I rarely cooked a hot meal other than dinner, but I did occasionally. So here's the clothing. I mentioned the LL Bean down jacket, which really worked well for me. And that was like a second pillow. This whole clothing bag is my pillow. So this is a nice soft pillowcase. And it can double as a hat. It's been used as a hat on the PCT. Smart wool base layer, top and bottom, right there. This Columbia PFG, excuse me, PFG sun hoodie, which you see me wearing in all my videos pretty much. Bandana. I wore this kind of underwear, compression, basically compression underwear, even though it's not super tight. Columbia fleece gloves. I had this pair of socks in the beginning. I did mail them home eventually. This was the pair I slept in up until the very end of the trip. And then just a t-shirt off Amazon. Pair of gym shorts. A sleeveless lightweight top. This was basically for town. And the socks, I carried 2 pair of these. I think there's only 1 pair in here right now. But I had 2 pairs of these Thorlo socks. They're just like ankle high. And they matched my shoes. So yeah, that's it. Oh, there's another bandana. I had like 4 bandanas, 5 bandanas on this bike. I love bandanas. Very handy. There's the pile of clothes. Oh, this long pants, you know, I probably would have been wearing these. I know I was at the end of the hike. These are Columbia pants. They did real well, except the stains on the butt that never came off. This is all from sap and stuff and sitting on the ground. They're starting to come undone here. But not bad. I wore these pants almost every day. I wasn't wearing shorts. Here's some of the Colorado equipment. Ice axe, micro spikes. These are Hill Sound micro spikes. Just slip on your shoes, and I kept them in this bag. As far as New Mexico stuff, I carried extra water carrying capacity there. I probably only needed 1 platypus, so I had 2. And then I had this sun hat that I got rid of shortly after I left New Mexico, because I just was using the hoodie more than the hat. I should also mention that I did carry a Big Agnes inflatable pad for part of the trip, the majority of the trip. This was the free one they sent me after the first one failed. This one has a slow leak as well. Both of the leaks occurred in desert kind of sections where there's a lot of prickly stuff. And with the inflatable, I carried a Big Agnes pump sack to blow it up. And it was kind of a nice laundry bag when I was in town. But I sent those home from Lander, I think. and just went with the pad after that. I'm not a huge believer in base weight because a lot of the weight you carry is food and water, and that varies, but here's base weight for us. 17.2.